All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're back. Another drive time episode presented by Translucent Origin. Hey, go ahead and hit that like button, subscribe button. Go ahead and leave a couple comments below. What I want to talk about today for the next probably 6 or 7 minutes is the YouTube censorship. Ever since the beginning of COVID-19, YouTube has started to really draw a line in the sand, and anyone that attempts to walk over that line, talk about subjects in any capacity other than what is given to the general public by the mainstream media is shut down immediately. There is not a warning. There is not an email. There's not a phone call. Nothing. It is absolutely taken down, flagged, strike against your account, against your channel. Some people have even had their entire option for monetization, which is the bloodline for most of us on YouTube that are content creators, stripped away. No more money. Your family is starving. You're out of a job. And all of the hard work that you have put in creating content for everyone around the world, it's now gone. And that's the situation that we're living in. You can go to places like BitChute.com, Band.video, and the list goes on. But there is nothing better on the internet than that which is a child of Google. You will never have the numbers. You will never have the financial gain. You will never have the sure power, just the absolute power of the internet that you have on YouTube. That's just the way it is. And anyone that says that, BitChute or Band.video and all these other websites, are good, no, they're not. Functionality is terrible. It's pretty cool that, you don't have to, pay for anything or pay for an add-on in order to, lock your phone, put it in your pocket to listen to it. You can watch any video, minimize it, and it still continues. You can comment on any video. But the reason why YouTube is going to this extreme, and it really is an extreme way of blocking your freedom of speech, is because the internet is still unchecked. It's still uncharted territory, people. And am I defending YouTube? Absolutely not. I'm not defending any of them. I'm just trying to come to this topic, this subject, kind of like in a neutral position. What do you expect YouTube to do if, number one, prior to this COVID-19 situation, YouTube was losing money? So they made a whole bunch of drastic changes. Number one, they had the whole situation with the child pornography on YouTube, the weird webcam videos on YouTube with children. And then they had, creeps commenting on child videos. And then you had the suicide situation on YouTube where young teenage boys and girls were literally killing themselves because of the bullying. And yeah, it's a different generation. It's not our generation. We don't understand it. It's so foreign. We're like, why don't you suck it up? Why don't you do that? Well, after the years and years and all the money and all of the resources spent on psychiatry and drugs and medication, at least there's some company out there that's attempting to make it feel like they're looking out for the small little people, And yeah, we probably know that that's not the real situation, but that's okay though, My thing is this. We all know that You have the freedom to say whatever you want to say here in America. That's the beauty of it. But it also comes with this. Whatever you decide to say out in public, you have to be okay with what's going to happen after you say it. The consequences of life. If I sit up there and I say I hate this person, or I hate this group, or I hate this religion, or I hate this, and that, there's going to be something that happens as a result of your words because you chose to not utilize your words properly. It could have been that you were too harsh. It could have been that you were bullying, belittling. It could be that you just made someone feel a certain way, and then because of your action of using bad words and bad judgment, someone ends up taking their life, and that's an extreme case. Someone ends up getting misinformation, which leads to another result of someone taking other people's lives. So that's where it is. And you, as a company, don't want that responsibility, meaning that Google, YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, all these other places and things that are going on in the world, these entities that we've created, Walmart, they do not want to be inside of a courtroom spending massive amount of money when that money can go to, number one, their families, number two, building and continuing to build generational wealth, and number three, improving their products and services, and number four, hiring people. And then the fifth one, most importantly, is them getting money on the internet. Ladies and gentlemen, it's that simple, man. It's all about the mighty dollar. It's always been about the dollar. It's just that, a lot of us are so focused on the conspiracy theory, trying to figure out this puzzle that has been pieced together by a God creator or a Big Bang or nothing. We're all just trying to find our purpose in life, and that's the frustrating thing because no one knows what the hell is going on here, but yet we continue to live and exist for no apparent reason except to continue to populate the world, continue to collect, and then die. And yes, it is frustrating, man. It's frustrating when you have so many people in the world that are struggling and starving and dying, and you have so few people that could really make a huge difference by cutting their wealth, sharing their wealth, creating a better world, or just teaching you the secret and giving you the information so that you can build it yourself. But unfortunately, man, it's not that way. It's not going to ever happen that way. Poor people, middle-class people are going to continue to struggle. Poor people will continue to die. There's still going to be crazy amounts of unemployment. There's going to be crazy amounts of deaths with all sorts of things because the science hasn't caught up with the world. Science is still trying to figure out things. The world's still trying to figure out science, and yet there's so many stupid, dumb, idiotic people in the world that just can't get it together themselves, okay? And then once again, we're still allowing two parties to run our country into the ground. So that's my rant. That's my whole entire thought process on what's going on. Here's my thing, man. Whether or not this COVID-19 is real, whether it's fake, whether we're all dreaming, just protect yourself, protect your families. Do the easy and simple thing, and that's to wash your hands. Get a mask. Wear your mask. Protect your neighbors. Check in on your neighbors. Love one another. And just stop with all the craziness, man. And if there is by chance that YouTube, you're listening to this, somebody on YouTube, why don't you just come out with a video and just talk to us as creators instead of putting out the content creator stuff and here's the changes? Just speak to us. I think that's where the frustration comes from, because whenever your video gets banned, whenever a copyright strike goes against your channel, there's no one to talk to. And you're sitting there faced with the threat of your channel being canceled or the threat of you not having that income, or you not being able to keep your subscriber base that you really worked hard for, because you're creating all that content and people were coming to your channel to watch the content. But then all of a sudden you just get banned, you just get shut down, and there's no real explanation besides, the government, Facebook, the social media platform, YouTube, are trying to keep what they call fake news down to a minimum during this situation. There should just be some resource, some place that you can go, or, I hate to say it, but branch off and have another YouTube, have something else, create something to where you're giving people in America an opportunity to absorb and read and do whatever they want to do. If they want to read about whatever, let them read about whatever. If they want to believe whatever, let them believe whatever. I mean, there's so many different religions. There's so many different books out there. I mean, we're talking about hundreds and thousands and millions and millions and millions and billions and zillions and trillions of books. There's so many things out there that can teach a person, that a person can learn from, absorb, believe, whatever, inspire, whatever. And yes, we understand that certain things will build up hate, but come on, man, we've been alive for a very long time. Hate is always going to be there. The only way to abolish hate is to approach it with love, But the way that things are going, man, it's just getting crazy, man. You can't have people locked inside of their cages, inside of their homes with people that they don't really like, which is mostly their family, and then tell adults who are hard-headed, stubborn, and especially Americans, we're so stupid. We are so dumb and so entitled. You can't tell them that they can't do something. You can't tell them that they can't learn something or believe something. You gotta let them have the freedom, man, because that's what's happening. You start taking things away from people, and not people. You start taking things away from adults, and they're gonna throw a temper tantrum, and that's what's happening right now. So yeah, that's my thought on it, guys. I'm not gonna sit here and rant anymore. If you like this content, go ahead and hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, ring that bell so that you never miss any content from me. And I would love to hear your opinions inside of the comments section. Or you can go to Translucent Origin on Facebook. It's so easy. You search Translucent Origin. You pop up on the page. You look for the T and the O with the black background. T and O that are in white lettering, T and O, and a black background. And then you click like, and then you can hit me up there, okay? We're out of here, guys. That's it, man. Seriously, love one another. Peace to you guys, man. And I hope that whatever content you're creating it from a purpose that's going to better the world. Not to bring any confusion, but to literally better people's lives. But more importantly, make sure you're doing what makes you happy. And if it's researching, if it's making videos about crazy stuff, then just make sure you put a disclaimer on there and make sure that you tell people, where you got the information from, all your sources, and I think everything will be good, man. But yeah, we just got to do better at communicating. That's pretty much it. Right here, guys. Take it easy.